the underground, 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 London in the underground. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. The music for all your needs with great personalities, bringing all wet bands in the land to all broadcasting you straight out from the fall. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. London in the underground, 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 London in the underground with your host Jimmy. James, that is. And now it's time for this week's 3-song rock shocker. 2 in your ear, 1 in your rear.
Well, let's do another one. That was fun. Who wants another baby bear in a box? You guys were front row. This is what you get for being front row. Oh, nice. We have more where those came from, so if you want to come up and join us near the front of the stage, Sean will be giving out beer all night.
bastard. You and I is my biggest mistake today. You and I is you're my biggest mistake today.
Sean Goodchild.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, we're the Gypsy Ghosts. Thanks again to London Indie Underground. What a wonderful place to be. Thanks again.
London Indie Underground is London's only independent music broadcast, showcasing some of our area's most talented artists, bands, and personalities. Tune in to CHRW every Friday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. while your hosts Jimmy James and Brandon Eady spin all the best indie bands from London. Listen in for show announcements, ticket giveaways, and band interviews. London Indie Underground on CHRW.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the London Indie Underground, London's only independent music broadcast showcasing some of our area's most talented artists, bands, and personalities. Very pleased to announce today that we're a very buzz-free podcast. I'd like to preface this by saying apologies to our listeners. The last couple of weeks we were experiencing some technical difficulties here that despite our best efforts we were not able to eliminate on our own. Turns out it was an electrical problem that was beyond our control and we had to have an expert come in to fix it for us. So thanks for bearing with us. My name is Jimmy James. We are broadcasting live from the Vault Recording Studio at Adelaide and Princess. And thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this is not your first time checking us out, because if that is the case, then you would indeed know that today's guests are in fact our Battle for the Underground version 2.0 winners dating back a couple of months ago. You might remember we held a little contest for bands in this market that vied for a promotional prize pack, including some recording here at the Vault, as well as a t-shirt package and a live performance here at London Indie Underground. And I'm very pleased today to be joined by the members of the Offensive Senses. Gentlemen.
Hey. Hello.
Hey, not everybody at once. That's all you got to say for yourselves? Hey.
Thanks
Like-
for having
yes.
us.
It's like making phone
Yeah.
gestures while talking on the telephone.
Quiet.
So, to my left, as always, Mr. Brendan Eady.
Hey,
And your nice salmon shoes.
salmon.
Bumped into you last night, happenstance.
Yeah, fuck you, real life Ned Flanders.
So we happened to be at Rainbow Cinemas to go see the new movie, We Are the Millers. And lo and behold, Mr. Brandon Eady walking down the aisle. And then, yeah, there's a couple of parts of that movie that I really enjoyed.
It was weird. I heard somebody yelling at me, but I didn't really give a shit, so I just kept going.
Isn't that the norm?
And then it was Callie who was like, "Hey, Sandra and Jimmy." I was like, "Oh, fuck them." Just kidding. We came with that. No, it was a good time. The movie was it was good. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it was the best, but I definitely had some good laughs. Majorly that quote that I just said.
You can't type that.
I can't even type that. Majorum. That's like trying to pronounce that spice.
Which one?
Marjoram. Marjoram. Exactly.
You lost me.
That's not a
Marjoram.
spice. You can't.
So,
Put margarine.
Man, fuck you, real life Ned Flanders.
I'm waiting for the day that I meet the real life Ned Flanders.
I've met the real life Millhouse.
You have?
Yeah, his name is Porchy. And he's from Kitchener.
Porchy. Yeah.
His real name's not Porchy. His name is Jesse Porcholetto. He was my custodian at the Salt Lounge. And then he actually,
Is
did
he a
some
musician?
stuff. No, he had
Video.
no, he's an engineer and he does sound. He toured with Dead and Divine and a bunch of other bands. But his name was Porchy, and we thought he looked like Millhouse, so we called him it all the time. We're like, everything's coming up Millhouse. Convinced him to get a Thrill House tattoo on his leg.
The other day I was thinking about getting the Fighting Hellfish, but I understand a couple of people I know have it. Yeah, Mr. Travis Getty from.
Already got it.
Yeah. Jelly. I'm super jelly because I thought that would be badass.
Just getting Max Powers tattooed on your penis.
His name sounds good in your ear and your vagina. Hey y'all.
Penises don't talk, man.
No,
No, they go
Yours goes.
too far.
real fast.
Like that. So also joining us, Mr. Mike Marucci,
Hi.
producer from this area who worked on the Offensive Census, their new EP, which is available now.
No, I
What's it?
just queued up YouTube videos.
That's all you do?
It was
That was about half
funny
of
things
it.
on the
I mean,
internet.
40% YouTube videos.
So you're a DJ too?
It was mostly Old Spice commercials, actually.
So what's the name of the new EP?
Random phrases.
Random Phrases. So we posted a picture up. I think if you click on number 2, Offensive 2, boom, we got the cover there for you, which is a cartridge from, I guess, is that the original?
It is.
The original Game Boy.
The original Game Boy cartridge, right?
Right,
So
that Game Boy Advance shit.
yeah. So you guys gaming enthusiasts?
Yeah. Jason probably like the most, me a little bit less. Greg at games.
Yes. Not nearly as much as these
Yeah.
two. They definitely
So,
take that.
well, just out of curiosity, then, are you guys following along with that project that's happening right now? Where forgive me, I can't remember the name.
Talking
But I,
NES
The,
Club.
NES
Yeah,
Club.
the NES
I went to
Club.
high school with Rob, actually.
You did,
so,
eh?
Yeah, I was at the launch there. They did a Taboo, and him and Jay are right now. I think they're in Pennsylvania. Last time I saw,
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, he's trying to collect all the games. With
The
him.
last post that I saw, though, I think they alluded to the fact that they might have been done, but I don't know.
Really? The last thing I saw from them was
Heartbreak.
I didn't see that. The last one I saw, and I was super stoked because it was two of my favorite games, and it was DuckTales and then Rescue Rangers. But then I found out that it was the sequels. I didn't even know that they made a DuckTales 2 or a Rescue Rangers 2.
Wow.
They just remade or like
Yeah,
remastered the DuckTales game.
Really?
Yeah, there's an
Yeah,
HD
they
for,
just
uh,
re-released
for
it
what?
like
PS3 and Xbox, I think.
and PC
And PC.
and it's on
Yeah.
PC. Like you can get it on Steam.
PC doesn't help me because I'm a Mac, and I hate
It
that.
might be on.
I don't know if
no,
they've
it's
got
probably
it
not
for
Mac
either
or on
one,
Steam.
but
They didn't do a
it's
port?
basically
I definitely
you
have
can
every
probably-
emulator for every system on
There
there.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Nintendo Wii with like on a. It's crazy when you think about it, right? Because you think about the size of the cartridges and the enormity of a collection, right? And how much space they consume. But meanwhile, on a 16 gigabyte SD card, I have every game pretty much known to man for all of the Nintendo TurboGrafx 16,
Oh,
Sega
dude, Bonk's
Genesis.
Adventure.
Yeah, dude.
That's
And
my
on
jam.
one little thing, right? It's crazy.
You have a Neo Geo. You have a Neo Geo on there?
I think so, dude.
Geo,
I think so.
Sega
I should pull it out. We haven't even hooked it up yet. Like, obviously, I have at some point, but here the intention was to hook
We're
it
gonna
up
have that arcade.
and to play it on the on the projector
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
which I thought would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because
I
and if we have
remember-
clients coming in and recording, and they'd rather not sit in the booth, they can go out into the lounge there.
We will have the most boring and monotonous Pong tournament ever.
Super Spike. I want to have a Super Spike
I'll
V-ball
kick your
tournament.
fucking ass out.
I don't think so, man.
I once played Marble Madness on the wall of a gym, and it was pretty great. Yeah, projector onto the wall of a gym. Yeah.
This is dating back a while, though. In my previous life, and I was kind of alluding to this online. One of the things that we're looking to do here at London Indie Underground is to help out. You're probably familiar with the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
And in my previous life, I was the community involvement liaison for working with the likes of Big Brothers and Make-A-Wish Foundation, Sunshine Foundation, and I'm humbled that I was able to make some wishes come true, and in that case it was computers and stuff like that, and coming over and setting it up and whatnot. But I'm hoping to do something like that here, for kids that maybe are aspiring to be a rock star or want to jam out or something like that and have a recording. So I'm going to look into something like that. But one of the things that we had done before was we had a contact at Silver City. And so we went into Silver City, and they hooked up a game console to the screen, which was pretty crazy. So
Yeah.
it's on this giant IMAX screen, right? So kids were freaking out, right? But of course, what do they want to play? Not the crazy new stuff, right? It seems nowadays the kids all want to play the old stuff. It's
That's
all.
the best.
It's all.
Because they're stupidly fun. Like they didn't worry as much about graphics because they couldn't do any better.
Yeah.
So they actually had to focus on making a
Gameplay
game
and-
fun.
Yeah.
So we should probably do some introductions here. So if you guys can introduce yourselves, we'll start here and say what you do in the band.
Yeah. I'm Aaron. I do vocals and guitar, and a little bit of programming of chiptune. You've heard on Gated Youth. Anytime I get bored, I just start adding more layers to the songs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Greg. I play bass.
I am Jason. I am the drummer.
Nice.
Greg, have you ever been
Nice.
told you look like Tim from Protest the Hero before?
No, I've never been told
I can
that.
see that.
I do kind of look like the bassist from Mumford and Sons, apparently, though.
Yeah. The peanut gallery.
And
there is
Y2K. Y2J. Chris Jericho.
He sounds a bit like Chris Jericho, right? My favorite Chris Jericho story is, and Scotty Parkershide from Two Crown King will tell you this, and back in the day before the embassy burned down, he was in a jam space upstairs when he was jamming with Chad Michael Stewart from Machete Avenue. And, he happened to be in there, and I think he was jamming on a Journey song or something like that on the keyboard.
I know this, right?
And he hears a rap at the door, and lo and behold, it's Chris Jericho. And they happened to be in town. They were playing, his band Fozzy was playing at the embassy. So they were upstairs going to the green room. And so he comes in and he belts out this impromptu version of whatever song he was playing right on the keyboard. And Scotty's like, oh my God. This is before smartphones, so I'm sure we would have had probably at least a picture or
See,
something.
the video of that would have been way better than the actual Fozzy show.
It was that
Well, no,
bad, eh?
because it was mine.
It was your show?
It was my show. We did. I did a meet and greet with him at Sunrise Records in White Oak Mall prior to the show, and there was a lineup of 720 people there, from mall doors open, or whatever. Because how many people were at the show? 14.
Did any of those people realize
14.
he was there for a band thing, not for...
He was plugging it. They just wanted his autograph and to stroke his mane, or for him to put him in the
The halls of Jericho.
Walls of Jericho. Yeah.
Or if you want to go back to WCW, Lion Tamer.
The Lion Tamer. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was called? It was the same move, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a different name. You know, do you guys ever get stuck in YouTube loops where like,
It's like the rabbit hole.
yeah, it really is. So you start watching like a one little clip, right? For me, case in point was wrestling. I was watching on the right hand side. I see it shows up some feature thing, and it was like Scott Hall, who you know I was a big fan back in the day when wrestling was wrestling. I don't know about today, but back in the day when you had like the NWO and all that stuff, right? I was really into the Wolfpack and all those guys, and I thought it was really cool, especially at the time because it was WCW versus WWF. It's WWE now, but it was WWF, and there was a lot of spoilers, right? So WCW would start their broadcast, and it was live, but WWF's broadcast was a taped recording. So what WCW do, they'd come online and they'd say, yeah, here are all the spoilers from the other show, because they already knew what it was, right? They had somebody on the inside who would, I guess, call them and tell them, yeah, this is who won, blah, 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 blah. And they'd say, now you don't even have to watch. Now you can just stick with our program, right? So there was a huge battle between them. So it was amazing when you saw some of them migrate over from one to the other, right? And so, yeah, I see this thing about Scott Hall, and I guess he had really succumbed to a number of addictions over the years and was in really rough shape, and he was being rehabilitated by Diamond Dallas Page, which was pretty bizarre. But I guess DDP does this thing called DDP yoga, which is minimal impact on joints and is great for people that are, you know, aging, that have some difficulty. And I'm not selling his DDP yoga here.
Right, so
but
we're
it was
gonna get down
pretty
and
cool. It was
diamond
pretty
press
cool
on
to
two.
watch. And so then, you know, you get stuck in this like loop of like wrestling, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh God, this takes me back to like, you know, the Attitude Era and how things have changed. And I know, like, are you back into the wrestling?
No, I watched WrestleMania this year because we were
watched
over
it
at a
with you.
friend's. Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
And I watched Raw twice after that, and then I was like, this is just nah. I was really into it for WrestleMania, and then I just don't get. There's no characters. There's no wars. It's no like there's no costumes anymore. It's all just a bunch of regular bros. And the
Jacked
and the
on steroids
WW
and
the
shit.
championship is a straight edge guy. Come on.
I've definitely lost hours on YouTube watching videos of The Rock Says.
The Rock said.
The best is the old Ultimate Warrior videos where it goes
he's
over and compiles
insane.
all of his interviews, and then it's interviews with everyone else, like imitating him or whatever.
Just as a sidebar, and we'll get back to wrestling here in a moment, and I want to let our listeners know, and for those that happen to be in the other room, I saw a number of you eating some dude dogs here before the broadcast today. So they're going to be open until 9 o'clock, if not just shortly thereafter. So at any point, if we go to a break and you're hungry, you got to make sure you head over. What did you have? You had the sticky, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So what's in that?
I think it was fried onions, bacon, maple syrup, and I think it had like a honey mustard on it as well.
Delicious. I had
It
the
was,
chili cheeser today.
incredible.
So good.
Chili cheese is clutch.
Oh man, they've got some great dogs over there. So go and check him out. Dave's an awesome dude. He was set up here this past weekend for our last fundraiser event right out here in the parking lot. I know he had a number of patrons, a number of happy customers, but he'll be open until shortly after 9 o'clock, if not around 9. So if you're hungry, make sure you go and check him out. Cool. All right, so we'll get back to wrestling here, but we should probably get to some music. Who knows? I never know where the conversation is going to go. You know what I mean?
Fuck, I was gonna say that I got caught in a fucking TNG loop on YouTube the other day.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And you were sending
Just-
me most of them.
I was sending you most of it. I was just all the time, like a 10-minute video of every time Picard tells Worf to shut the fuck up. like, Captain, we should raise shields.
Yeah.
Picard, why?
No, I love when he tells Data to shut up.
Yeah.
You guys actually watch legit stuff on YouTube. I spend hours watching kids getting hit by shit
Yeah, well, I do that as well, yeah.
Okay,
and talk show fights.
Talk show fights. That's amazing, man.
You go in circles long enough, you end up like watching like weird Japanese McDonald's commercials and shit with the clown, like the Ronald McDonald, the Japanese one.
I always like just like the Japanese game shows that just did ridiculous things.
Like Human Tetris.
There's that, or there's the one. It's like a classroom full of people, and they're showing a video of like a person trying to count in English that clearly speaks Japanese, and they're going through, and once they get to like 20, they have no idea what they're doing, so they're like 10, 10, 10-10-1, and they
Oh, yeah,
have to try not to laugh.
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
And if the people in the class laugh, they just like they
remember
run
that
up
one.
and just wail on him.
Yeah. That's amazing, man. They've got some crazy shows over there, dude. I told a couple of stories about some of their game shows, and I'll tell this real quickly. Do you remember the show Sin Cities? Did you ever watch that with that English guy, Ashley?
Yeah.
So he was over there and he was he was on set of a show, and that show was about exploring sexual culture from around the world. And he happened to be in Japan, and he's on set of this show that's Who Wants to Be a Porn Star is the name of the show. And so these 3 contestants vie for, the title of, porn star, and I guess as a result of her winning this, goes on to have some type of career in porn. And so anyways, the premise of this show is that these 3 girls have to have sex in front of a public audience, and then by voting, they determine who is and so the amazing thing is he's like pointing at his watch, and he's like, it's 20 after 5, and there's 5 million people watching this show right now. Dinner hour. So what they blurred out like the naughty bits, but still, that's fucking crazy. Man.
Was it hosted by Regis Philbin? or Meredith Fier. I don't know what era this was in.
That's insane. All right, well, let's get to some more music here, shall we? What do you think?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, well, we'll bang out a couple of tunes here for you. Stick around, folks. Top of the hour, the Offensive Senses are going to take the stage for half an hour performance here. They'll come back and we'll dig into to all things the Offensive Senses. But in the meantime, let's hear some Baxters. This is Call to Arms here in the London Indie Underground.
Where are you homesick since I've been born. I've been homesick since I've been born. Don't ever feel that bad life different. Don't ever feel that you don't see how me. Don't ever feel that you I see what. Don't ever I see what. Don't ever feel that you I see what. Don't ever feel that you. Don't you know, I could break my heart. Don't break my heart. And I swear he's out to last you, but I did not pass that water. Pass that out for your hair and for his hair. I've been homesick since I've been born. I've been homesick since I've been born. I've been Don't ever feel that bad life different. Don't ever feel that you don't see how me. Don't ever feel that you I see what. Don't ever feel that you I see what. Don't ever I see what. Don't ever feel that you. The truth is rather stranger than I found no fix one. Expose your fiction, proud of that. Heaven died, heaven never, never, never died. Heaven died. What you say to you when your ghost is laughing in your bed when you know the ghost? I'm not willing to die.
London Indie Underground. 60% of the time, it works every time.
There's been magical moments, but I got a life to live. If you ever leave me, you better go something like this. I got something to tell you. You never did love me.
Mercy Now with Taken for Granted here on the London Indie Underground. For that, what do we have? The Soundglyphics with White Rhino. Really, 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 really dig those guys. Can't wait to have them here on the program at some point, and then kicking it off the Baxters once again with Call to Arms. We try to feature a good assortment of music here, and we bounce around a little bit. You might have tuned into our radio program every Friday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. with me and this guy over here, Mr. Brandon Eady. And we play all the best bands from London and southwestern Ontario. And if you happen to be in a band and you happen to be listening to this for the first time and you would like your music showcased on either the podcast or the radio show, we're happy to help you. All you need to do is send us a quick email to londonindieug@hotmail.com. Attach your MP3 files. Make sure you encode your band's information as well as the song info. And we'll load it into the iTunes library. We happen to spin it for you. Also, if you're into Twitter, what we tend to do is live tweet out who we're playing. You can give us a follow, London_indie_UG, or follow along on Facebook.com/London Indie Underground. So, Aaron.
Yes.
Just talking to your folks out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and your mom's like,
They
oh,
got
God,
woo out there.
what is he going to say? So, yeah, she was telling me they have all sorts of incriminating video of you and doing various
probably.
things that
Yeah,
they're
I'm sure.
going to, hopefully, fingers crossed here, hook me up with. Yeah. She said, oh, he lets us come out, as long as he knows we behave, we behave. That's why he lets us come out. So, but no, your parents were really nice. It was really sweet to meet them, and obviously, they're having a great time and kind of singing our praises here, which is really humbling.
Yeah, they were pretty blown away.
Your mom said she's an entertainer herself, so
Yes,
she was
a ventriloquist.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about that.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, I seriously, I love
and
that.
not wooden puppets, like Muppet style.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Really?
great. Yeah.
Do you think we could get her to?
Oh yeah,
Give
she
us
could
a
MC a night probably or something.
Really?
I don't know. Well,
Oh my
I could
God.
pitch some ideas.
Dude, that'd be amazing. Don't you think?
Of course, I think.
I was like, no.
Kidding me? No, I honestly I absolutely love.
I might as well plug it. It's she goes by the name Puppet Folk. Is her
Puppet
business
Folk.
name? She's on Facebook.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah. Does
So-
a lot of children's hospital as well as schools and libraries and whatever else. Yeah.
That's cool. So was that, obviously, vastly different from the entertainment realm that you're living in? But
yeah,
was that an influence for you to perform?
Kind of. It was. She didn't really get into performing until probably actually around the same time I was starting to get into bands and stuff like that. So we do draw some parallels with booking shows and things like that, and the kind of issues you might run into, and the great things that happen as well. But definitely, music was always in the house, and my mom actually went through university for music as well. So it was, as soon as I showed an interest, it was buy him some instruments.
Very cool, man. What about you guys? Did you have any influences in your household?
Yeah, actually, my mom was got her BA in music actually as well. So
Okay.
Yeah, she's
very
she's
cool.
a huge influence on me for music, definitely.
Yourself?
I feel like I'm the only one that didn't really, other than my older brother. When he got to high school, he started in music, and he's a couple years older than me. So that kind of got me, a little bit more interested in it, and then ended up picking it up from there once I hit high school. And just kept on going.
Okay. Well, normally I save the band interview portion until after the performance, but I guess there's nothing stopping us from us getting into it. What do you
Throw the
think?
format to the wind.
All right, break open the Plenty of Fish accounts.
So, how long now, effectively, have you guys been a band together?
The three of us since about last October.
Yeah, that's when I joined.
Jason and I had been jamming for probably a year or two before that, and had been in a band years before that when we were both in MIA at Fanshawe. And
You were in another band between the two, right?
Yes, I was in another band in between the two called Terror Horse with Richard and Daryl from Mullet Corpse. Richard is also in Wasted Potential. He was here last week.
I featured some Terror Horse here on the
yeah.
program. Yeah. I didn't realize that was your band too.
Yeah. I played bass and I did all the samples live and programmed in studio.
So you're both MIA grads.
Yes.
So
Us two.
these two, sorry.
Yeah.
And you know how Brandon Eady feels about MIA.
Hey man, I've been better about it this year.
Yeah.
You're not this year though. So.
No. It
However,
was,
I have known you for a while.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely being MIA grads, I can see that there is a certain level of potential for getting a bit of a big head coming out the door. It's kind of why I decided not to go straight into working at a studio or anything like that, as I wanted to sort of learn a bit more on my own and do the band thing for a while and just sort of make it on my own rather than become an intern getting coffee for a while or whatever else. Yeah.
You just gotta crawl before you walk.
Exactly. Yeah. I came out not feeling like I knew exactly what I was doing, so. But I knew how to learn more, I guess.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you, a lot of what you're going to learn is just by doing, right? I mean,
exactly,
they
yeah.
can teach you some of the scenarios and some of the specifics, but until you're put into a real life situation, and that goes without saying, I think, for anything in life, you know what I mean? Repetition is what's going to build your comfort level.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
then beyond that, troubleshooting, I think that's probably one of the most intangible skills that you can only learn from real life.
For sure. And it's they definitely did. Certain teachers would emphasize, experimenting and trying things out. If someone would say, well, what happens if you use this piece of gear on that situation? They go, try it. They wouldn't say it'll do this or don't do that. They say just try it. And it was taught that you do need to work your way up, but there was still that sort of feeling of doors will open and whatever else because you're an MIA grad and there's MIA grads out there, and to a certain degree there is a bit of that, but you still got to work your way up and you still got to be good at what you do, and some people let it go to their heads a little bit more than others.
Yeah,
Well,
or
it's-
it gets your foot in the door rather than
Yeah.
it gets your foot in the door to become an intern over the thousands of other people that
That-
want to be an intern.
That didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a leg up.
Yeah, it's I mean, even out of our class, it's maybe there was a couple of people that got a big head coming out, but it wasn't.
What year were you?
We graduated 200006.
Yeah, we were the same
Yeah,
year
yeah,
as
same
Greg
year as
Hatchett.
Grady and
Hatchet.
Hatchet,
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that
we
guy
were-
has
we
the
were-
biggest
It was a
head.
pretty good year.
Oh, Grady?
Yeah,
Grady or
I think
Hatchet?
it's not everyone that comes out is a jerk, but the ones that are jerks are more vocal and visible.
It's going to
Oh,
be the same in
absolutely.
any
Yeah.
situation.
Oh no,
Right,
And like I said,
exactly.
there's always 5 to 10 kids a year that I know are gonna do stuff because they're the humble ones that they get out and they're hungry for it, but they know that they need to learn more and work at it.
Yeah.
But it's the ones that aren't and they're very vocal about
2 years, done. I know everything.
their position,
yeah.
and then they expect that they're like, "Well, man, I don't know what to do now.
And
I'm applying
15
for all
more
these
students.
jobs as a student." I'm like, "Man, you gotta bide your time and you gotta build it up and do your work."
Yeah,
Sure.
and it's never a bad idea to try to venture out on your own for a bit, at least to cut your teeth, right? And my experience with MIA grads has been, nothing but great. I mean, particularly with the likes of Greg Hatchett, who's volunteered his time and his talent here to.
Yeah.
to
But
do
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
always the 5 to 10 that
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
going to be the ones that are succeeding
Yeah.
based on just the attitudes
Yeah,
because they get it.
yeah.
And there's lots that just completely do absolutely nothing related as soon as they walk out the
Absolutely.
door at Fanshawe, and they just disappear off the face of the planet.
Well, and
Well, they
that's-
just realize that,
Yeah, it's not for
it's
them, yeah.
not their passion. Like, I realized after I graduated that doing studio work wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't want to be an engineer or producer. So, I really enjoyed performing a lot more than any of the other stuff. So, I went to I'm going to be a drummer. I'm going to play. I'm not going to worry about being, a professional studio guy or anything like that to be able to become an engineer or anything like
Yeah.
that. And so I went back to school afterwards, just recently finished for computer programming. So
Right. I like the fact that it's subjective in the sense that it's part art and part science. I mean, the science will tell you that there's a certain way that dictates how you do things and phase cancellations and all that kind of stuff. But the rest of it is very subjective, right? And no two people are going to mix the same way per se. You might have a professor that'll teach you his tips and tricks, right? But you might have your own ear for things, and there's no right or wrong when it comes to art, right? But certainly there's elements that are there that if you plug something in wrong, or you need to know how to connect stuff, right?
You need to have the
know
technical knowledge to at least fix what
certainly like how to fix a 60 hertz ground hum. Fuck.
I blame the beer store for that one.
Oh, dude, that was
that's the broken
that was
cooler.
killing me.
Broken cooler sucking up all the power from this whole block, man.
I systematically unplugged every piece of gear I have and then plugged in one piece at a time. This is before you go through the normal motions that, okay, well, it must be this or it must be this. And then unplugged everything, and then I plugged everything back in, and I'm like, oh, it's gone. I don't know what I did, but I did it. And then,
That's the word.
And back on.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then, at the same time, in terms of the MIA program, I feel that, when I remember when people were applying, when I was interested in the program, there was a more emphasis placed on relevant experience. When you applied, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 25% of the entrance consideration was based on your previous experiences.
Previous experience and performance.
And performance, right? So you had to submit a demo, and now it's based purely on academics.
Yeah,
so
we were into that level with no extra paperwork or anything.
Yeah.
When you took general arts and sciences, you got in, basically.
Yeah, and that's when I first got out of high school and I was getting into, my post-secondary. It was the time where it was heavily reliant on your musical ability to play and then your previous experience, which I still can't play a fucking instrument. Well, that saved me. So then I did the year of general arts, and then I got to know the program more. I was like, it's recording and engineering. That's not the avenue that I want. So I took marketing, and then I got thrown into this business.
Yeah. Well, we knew one person who put down MIA as their backup, and they wanted to get into nursing, and they ended up in MIA by accident.
That's absolutely bizarre.
Oh, it really was.
Like other end of the spectrum.
How do you decide that?
So after 1 year, they switched to nursing, and it was like, that's where you belong. But yeah, we couldn't figure out what happened there.
Well, that's just it. I'm inclined to think that there are some people that, when you think back to, maybe when you were in high school in the early stages and trying to determine, okay, what do I want to do with my life, right? And, something about music industry arts might seem a bit compelling because you might have, these
it's school,
aspirations
music,
to become a rock star. Exactly. And then, you kind of get there and you realize that every year it's a renewable crop of people with all the same aspirations, and it's got to be difficult. And in a town like this too, there's and Mike, you can attest to this. There's so many engineers here, and you know what? A lot of them are very brilliant and do a great job.
Absolutely.
And then at the same time, you've got the other crop that are maybe with a bit of entitlement, and perhaps those are the people that. That Brandon might comment on, but I think.
Well, it's
Just that one guy.
It's because there is some truth.
You know what I'm saying, though.
It's because there is some truth to the old school thing. I mean, a lot of the heavy crew that operates in Toronto, the Eric Ratzes, the Lenny DeRoses, they are all MIA. And
They absolutely
there is
are.
a certain amount of truth to that.
Right.
I mean, studying under Jack was a big honor for me,
That was
and I learned a lot, and that was a pretty special thing.
Yep.
But at the same time, I mean, things change. And the Eric Ratzes, Lenny DeRoses, and they have established their careers, but you can't rely on that, and you have to, one of the things I would say to new kids going in is not like, not that not don't go into it, but that just take what they say at MIA with a grain of salt, because if they start shooting you up with all this like, oh, you're just gonna walk in and just get jobs and be successful because of the legacy that music industry arts have created, it's not necessarily true, because you
make your own opportunities.
You really
as
have
far as
to.
I'm
You have to,
concerned.
because it's not that kind of thing, and you want to know why there's so many renewable kids. Well, because you just said it. Music industry arts fulfills two things. It fulfills the need to go to post-secondary. A lot of kids get pressured. You got to go to college. You got to get your shit together. You got to start moving. Okay, well, they feel pressure to go to college. Okay, well, I don't know what I want to take. I haven't found myself yet. I'm 21 years old. I haven't found.
Take general arts, man. Some of my favorite classes ever were in that course, and it was history of rock and roll part 1 and part 2, music appreciation. I took everything that
Film
was
criticism.
Yeah, I took everything that was in the direction that I knew that I wanted to go while maintaining the business, because at that point I didn't really think that I was going to get a job in this industry, let alone doing what I do. I always aimed for it when I was a kid, but the chances of that are few and far between, and I'm not stupid, or I wasn't stupid, although I guess I was, because I now do this, which is still stupid. Margarine. But it's just, there's so many opportunities in that general arts and science program that people, they kind of like, oh, you're taking general arts? And it's like, why? I don't know what I want to do yet. There are so many great courses that I can pick and choose.
See, that's why I agree with that. A lot of kids who try to get an MIA. Now, see,
that's just their first, hey, let's go.
Well, I got in with the whole thing where it was just GPA.
Greg, I love you.
and I got out and I got in on
I love you
GPA. So yeah, I mean, but there are a lot of kids who got at the same time that I was getting into MIA, saying, "Oh, I don't know, I have to take this bullshit general arts course." Well, yeah, but you know what? It's good for people who don't know what they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's a good idea to filter those people out before you fucking take up a slot in that course.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of kids in the years that before I got in, when I got in, there are a lot of kids who were talented and driven and really, really passionate about wanting to be there, but they didn't get in at the expense of somebody else who got in who didn't want to be there. Right? So, you know, things like general arts are almost a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, not saying that it can't be a waste for people, but you get what you put into it.
Of course.
You know, you select the courses you want. I mean, fucking history, rock and roll with Evans, or
Greatest teacher I've ever had.
He was
leg up on the chair,
Yeah, coffee and water.
Yeah.
Constantly, the occasional time would have an acid flashback where he'd snap his neck back.
Holy shit!
That's
But
amazing.
I mean, the program was amazing. The books were awesome, and he was the best teacher for it because he lived in that era and dealt with it all, and it was really cool.
I love the
enjoyed it.
fact that he was also like, I guess at the time, like you're like in the '70s, he was actually a punk.
Yeah.
He was just straight
Him
up
and-
like
him and,
huge into punk. He loved it.
I don't know if you guys took music appreciation with Bernie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I went to his house.
I actually
Yeah,
have, like,
and he was another guy,
university
man, who
student,
like
yeah.
lived it all.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and he had the same acid flashbacks and like.
Yeah.
He's also like a walking
Never out of
bubble head.
sandals.
Yeah.
You see that guy play? It's hilarious.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went to like acid jazz shows at his place, and it was just like him on drums and a dude
and
on
you
a
on acid.
me on acid, and a guy on
My
a theremin.
cows feel funny.
This
couch
There was
feels
a guy who would
funny.
sit in the corner of his acid jam nights on a theremin, and he was like this 65-year-old guy, and he looked asleep, and he just kind of like just be there, and then just like all of a sudden his arm would just come to life, and he'd just like, and like these people would just be like looking like and just like
Tripping out.
Is he looking for a gig? We could use a guy.
That's amazing. All right, guys. Well, we got to get to some music here, and then we got to get you guys on the stage because I think it's about due time that we get you up there and.
The
bang out
stage
a few
needs some
tracks.
tender penetration.
It's true. You know, it's funny. So I queued this up. I don't know if you guys were listening to the radio show that
Was this the story of Edie and the three-legged dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I teed it up, and so one of them was a black frame spectacle, and it was like he told dog bollocks or something like that, and then the other was tender penetration. And then he told the story about his three-legged dog that tried to hump him. It was fantastic.
Rape.
Rape.
That was not hump. That was no love whatsoever.
That was a violation.
It was
straight up.
very, very forceful, and I felt pretty awkward that next day.
Felt pretty violated. Couldn't look him in the eye.
I need an adult. Wait, I am an adult.
Okay, folks, so we'll get to a couple tracks here, and when we come back from the break, we'll be joined for a live performance here with the Offensive Census. So in the meantime, this is Cease and Resist with Pressure here on the London Indie Underground.
Machine gun, debit card, brain cell cancer, black and charred. Reparation, all of my time. I need so much, I can't afford to buy. Get back to work, don't get thrown away. This check ain't gonna hold another 20 days. My list of unpaid debts gets longer each day. If I can't get ahead, there will be hell to pay. Pressure high, money low. Oh, no matter how much I have, I always need more. Pressure high, redundant necessity, unyielding misfortune can't be foreseen. Protagonist, also I have claimed. Infamous villain in my younger days. I'll take a greater chance to show that I've changed, but nobody here knows me by my real name. Just stay the course, things will be okay. future encrypted. This uninspired thing to create it. This chaos which governs more than now. My thirst is always insatiable, financially unstable, morally incapable. Oh, pressure high, money low. Yeah. No matter how much I have, I always need more. Pressure high, money low.
Tell me, baby, no, I ain't lying to you. I'm only gonna tell you one time. London Indie Underground, making your mom wet since 2012.
Chelsea's on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. There's so many things that I wanna say. You know I like my girls a little bit older. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I ain't got many friends left to talk to. No one's around when I'm in trouble. You know I'd do anything for you. Stay the night, we'll keep it undercover. I just wanna use your love tonight. Oh, I don't wanna lose your love tonight. Try to stop my hands from shaking. Something in my mind's not making sense. It's been a while since we were all alone. I can't hide the way I'm feeling. I should leave the place, but you close the door. And don't forget what I told you. Just 'cause you're right, that don't mean I'm wrong. And all the shoulder to cry for. I just wanna use your love tonight. Yeah, I don't wanna lose your love tonight. Yeah, I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love
Curtis with Your Love here on the London Indie Underground. Before that, the Diaddicts and Get Up, and kicking it off was Cease and Resist with Pressure. Curtis, they've got a big show coming up in Toronto. I know Siggy Meyer's very excited about this. They're going to be playing with Face to Face at the Sound Academy. We'll post up the specifics for that so you can check it out. But if you've not seen Curtis before, and I got to tell you, and be honest with you, I've not seen Curtis either. Siggy's band, I know they're kind of a part-time outfit, but certainly are accomplishing some pretty cool things. I know they played at Vans Warped Tour there last year. That said, I'm going to work to have them and come on perform on the podcast here. I'm sure they'd be amenable to that. But that said, folks, I'm very pleased today to present to you, as I was saying at the top of the program, we held a contest. This is going back now a couple of months. It was called Battle for the Underground version 2.0. And what we did is we put together this contest that allowed bands for the ability to vie for a promotional prize pack that included a performance here at London Indie Underground, a showcase at the radio show, which we do every Friday from 3:30 to 6 p.m. on CHRW Radio, a T-shirt promotional pack, as well as photos through J. Rhoda Photography, as well as some recording here at the Vault Recording Studio with myself. And these guys worked very hard to earn this. They spend a lot of time online reaching out to their friends, their fans, and their family to like the links that were posted on the event page wall. And as a result of their efforts, and as voted on by the London Indie Underground panel, we selected the Offensive Senses as the version 2.0 winner. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you live here at London Indie Underground, the Offensive Senses.
What's up, London Indie Underground? We are the Offensive Senses. Thank you for coming out. Say, oh, hey, how's life today? You're looking for a new way to make this feeling stay. What a waste of the new day. Don't let it get away. This chance to make it great. And as the sun goes down, we'll make our way around this town. And we'll let the rising come. Drive the past away. We'll drive the past away. And we'll chase the setting sun. Tonight is a new day. Tonight is a new day. Say, oh, what did you say? You left it all behind. You cleared it from your mind. Just to say, I'm finally there. No worries anyhow. No one can stop us now. And as the sun goes down, we'll make our way around this town. And we'll let the rising come. Drive the past away. We'll drive the past away. And we'll chase the setting sun. Tonight is a new day. Tonight is a new day.
thank you all for coming. That last song was an example of why you fix your pedals before you keep them in your pedal board. And thanks to everyone who's watching at home online, because you're awesome as well. This song is on our EP, as all of these songs are. Oh, all but one, sorry. Yes, there is one song that's not on the EP, but it will be. We'll talk about that later. This song's called Time for a Change.
First it wasn't fully realized. Oh my God, I don't know what to say. This deviation can't be this soon, but I don't know another way. And every little chance we've taken, every time we've almost lost it all. I can't believe that life has ended, all for something that could seem so small. You will dream the way we do. All is stripped away. Who will walk the steps you take? Here's the things to say. This isn't something words can translate. We'll never understand our bond. They're whatever makes us different. To all that they can get beyond. Take my hand, run away. I know it hurts, but we can't stay. I know there's something better out there. If we could only find our place, we will dream the way we do. When all is stripped away, who will walk the steps we take? And here's the thing to say: all we've left is moving on. All we've known has gone away. Those we love will fight the truth. To live another day. Who will guide us forward? Who will guide the way? Who will understand the promises we've made? Who will dream the way we do? When all is stripped away, who will walk the steps we take? Here's the thing to say: all we've left is moving on. All we've known has gone away. Those we love will find the truth. To live another day. Isn't that our way?
Thank you very much. The benefit of the fans is that we're not sweating as much, but it is drying out my voice real fast, so I'm going to keep hydrating. Somebody else can talk for a moment.
Greg, I feel like that's up to you.
I'm not good at this. Thanks, guys, so much for coming out, and thanks so much for Jimmy for having us. This is pretty awesome. This is a great space, and we really appreciate not only being here, but also winning the London Indie Underground Battle for the Underground version 2.0 contest. I really appreciate that we're here. So thanks, guys, very much.
Thanks. It is a pretty luscious beard. And I feel like luscious is the right word for it, you know, because it's got lots of volume and body. Good thickness to it. Maybe I shouldn't say so much.
All right, so speaking of London Indie Underground, this next song has been played quite a bit by Jimmy, and we're very thankful for that. So you've probably heard the song before, if you've come out to or viewed a few of these things. This song's called Gated Youth.
Tuesday. Judgment Day. When it all burns down, nothing left to say. So I'm right or wrong at the end of days. Survival isn't victory, sentence isn't true. Praying for extinction is the price of being. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way. Put the past behind us, live in this day. Why not try a little harder? Why not seek better half? Try not to dwell on your misfortunes. To look back on it and back. Whatever got you here can't have been that bad. You can't say you hate everyone with all these friends that you have. Survival isn't victory, resistance isn't true. Praying for extinction is the price of being. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way. Put the past behind us, live in this today. Survival isn't victory, resistance isn't true. Praying for extinction is the price of being. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way. Put the past behind us, live in this today. Survival isn't victory, resistance isn't true. Praying for extinction is the price of being. Maybe in tomorrow we will find a better way. Put the past behind us, live in this today.
Thank you very much. I'll let Aaron drink some water. Thanks everybody for coming out. You guys are all amazing.
This one is actually not on the EP. This is the only one you're going to hear right now that's not on the EP.
Yes, this is our new song. As part of the Battle for the Underground, we do get to record a song with Jimmy. This song is going to be that song. And for those who don't know, our EP release we've done through a download card system. And what's cool about it is that we can send you more free music after the fact. So what we're going to do is this song is going to be a bonus track to send out to anyone who bought it, as well as being able to purchase separately if you just bought it through Bandcamp or just want this one song. But if you like it, you'll get it there. It's called Death of Self.
This is a way for death of self. The broken toys left on the shelf. Our hearts with nothing left to bleed for. It's not a question of time and grace. Tears are bleeding from her face. The dreams are washing up on the shore. All I'm asking is for a little more than what we came for. No, it's what we're living for. And nothing's gonna change us or take away our love. Of all the things that make us who we are, it's because of all those things we treasure, passions from the start. And can extinguish is burning in my heart. Don't ever let down, don't let it go. Who you are and what you know, it's getting better every day from now. So hold on to the rush you get, the things that make you break a sweat. It's easy when you already know how. No, I'm asking just for a little more than what we came for. No, it's what we're living for. And nothing's gonna change us or take away our love. Of all the things that make us who we are, it's because of all those things we treasure, passions from the start. And no one can extinguish what's burning in our hearts. And nothing's gonna change us or take away our love. Of all those things that make us who we are, it's because of all those things we treasure, passions from the start. And no one can extinguish what's burning in our hearts. Burning in our hearts. Burning in our hearts. Burning in our hearts.
Thank you very much. Just one song left, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately, we only have one more left for you guys.
Yeah, all we have left is one song.
Wait, how many? One?
Yeah, if you had buy the EP, you can put it on repeat, and then we'd start all over again. Yeah. And so this is our last song. Again, if you've been listening in and viewing the London Indie Underground podcast, you've probably heard this song before as well. In fact, we just discussed it not that long ago. Basically, this song is about credit card debt, and through a series of clever wordplay, that sounds kind of cocky, but clever wordplay and metaphor, it compares credit card debt to a feeling of being violated in a certain way, and this song is called Tender Penetration.
Thought I'd be here, never thought I'd be so deep. Never thought I'd get so far from values that I keep. Just a little start with, just a little more. Just another dime will be anybody's whore. Every hour, every minute, I'm sinking further, deeper in it. Worry about it later, feel like shit some other day. Giving it, I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see through the end. If you keep giving it, I'll keep taking. Tender penetration's got me in over my head, and I can't see through the end. Why's it gotta be like this? Why's it gotta take every day? I just get to get this. I just wonder what's happening. Give a shit like a selfish. Lonely for nothing. Rather than take yourself to go doing something. Slave trade, fund our dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. Can't escape from what it takes. Try to get away. You keep giving it, I'll keep taking. Tender penetration got me in over my head, and I can't see through the end. You keep giving it, I'll keep taking. Tender penetration got me in over my head, and I can't see through the end. Chasing something I can take, sitting right in front of me.
Thank you very much. We are the Offensive Senses.
Underground Sound is London's fully equipped rehearsal studios. We provide only top quality backline gear with affordable hourly rates and package pricing. Audio-video production services are also available. Visit us online at undergroundsoundlondon.com. I'm a man, loaded gun in my hand. Got you in my sights. I'ma wreck your life. My sweat and bleed, I run the streets, I steal your soul. You say your prayers, bombs in the air, I will explode. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Ladies, you wound it right. I'm better than dynamite. Seen a man get mean on your front machine. My sweat and bleed, I run the streets, I steal your soul. You say your prayers, bombs in the air, I will explode. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. You wanna taste of my rock and roll, my rock and roll.
London Indie Underground with your host, Jimmy James. You're probably going to see Brandon Eady at some point too, unfortunately.
I usually this long road, this great run is hardly begun. I've watched them all spoon fed from outside your walls. Their weak minds are brainwashed while your life seems fair.
Zealot's Desire with Elephant Stomp here in the London Indie Underground. Before that, the Cobra Hawks would Taste My Rock and Roll. So Zealot's Desire, they've been around these parts for some time. They were actually the winners of the FM 96 and Norma Jean's Last Band Standing. This is dating back a couple of years, and that particular track was as a result of the prize pack that they won to go into Charterhouse Recording Studios. We're anticipating some new stuff from them at some point, and then before that, the Cobra Hawks, which I'm confirming a date with them to come come down to the podcast for an interview and live performance. And I'm looking forward to working with those guys sometime in the near future. I know they had inquired about doing some recording with me. Very exciting. They're going to be actually one of the headliners this year at Koi Fest. They're going to be opening up on the main stage on the Friday night. So I encourage you to check them out. If you're not familiar with Koi Fest, giant festival that's happening. It's the 4th annual, taking place in Kitchener area. A number of venues that are going to be supporting this thing, and it happens over the course of the weekend. A number of bands, including 2 of which I'm involved with, Two Crown King and Marcellus Wallace, are both going to be performing at the Koi Festival, along with Searching for Satellites, Fox Fight, The Unreal. Who else from London?
The whole summer camp family, brah.
The summer camp family.
Two Crown King, Marcellus Wallace, Searching for Satellites, Fox Fight, Wasted Potential, Baptized in Blood.
Bam! That's all I got to say about that. It's going to be a great weekend of music. I encourage you to come and check it out. Tickets are available online. You can get some wristbands that give you all access, and you can check out all the bands that are going to be showcased at that festival. London needs a festival like that.
It's true.
We talked about it last week.
We did, and we talk about it every week.
Talk about it outside.
I know.
Talk about it some more.
We're going to talk. We're going to keep talking.
Talking
all right.
Just hair.
So, the offensive senses. Holy shit.
I was offended.
Good.
Deeply.
That's a plan.
Sensibly. That didn't make any sense.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, boys. Thanks for coming and performing here.
Thank you for having me.
So we've been anticipating this for some time here now, because I guess we're a couple of months removed now from your win for the contest. I want to thank Greg Hatchett, who just sat down and presently cracking a beer. That was the sound of Greg Hatchett cracking a beer.
Yeah, thanks for making us sound awesome, buddy.
I want to thank Greg, who's he's donated his time and his efforts every week, and he comes in and he brings in some fabulous gear and plugs it into the gear that's here and makes the band sound awesome. So I definitely want to take a minute to recognize him. But anyways, gentlemen, so we talked before the break. You guys have only been together, I guess, effectively for a short while. But Greg, we did have a request. And I alluded to this on stage, and so I'm going to call them the general populace wants to know the source of your handsomeness. This is what I've been told. I don't know, not my words.
Well, I believe the original source of the handsomeness was the beard, and I think that's where your general populace is getting their information from. I think he's a fan of my beard, if I'm not mistaken, if I know who it is.
It's pretty. That's a thicket of beard hair that you've got going on there.
Yeah.
Do you have any pheasants or anything living in there?
I don't think I have any animals in it right now.
No. Do you ever drop like chicken wings and straight up in there, and you find them later?
Man, like you can save so many flavors for later with the beard. It's fantastic.
Not even just flavors, but edible finger foods. You can you go for all you can eat sushi, and you just store spring rolls in there.
I feel like he's still got at least like half of his dude dog hiding in there.
Now let me ask you, your beard over there, are you trying to live up to his beard over there?
No, this I got because of I ended up growing out because when we went to see Larry and his Flask when they came to call the office.
Nice.
I ended up buying the shirt that says "Who wants a beard ride?" I'm like, well, now I have to have a beard.
Otherwise, you just can't wear that shirt.
Exactly.
Especially if you're standing next to him, because you're like, he's getting it all.
Advertising for me, thanks.
I mean, at that point, now that we're in a band, I mean, I don't mind advertising.
Thanks.
Bass players need all the help they can get.
That's true.
That's why I switched to lead vocals.
So you guys just came off your CD release that happened at Taboo.
EP release, yes.
EP. Okay, well, let's.
Yes.
Sorry, you sound like
Semantics.
Shod Goodchild always correcting me. It's not an album.
Involved with that.
Yeah. So the EP release happened at Taboo. Now this is going back just 2 weeks ago.
No, it was last Thursday.
Last Thursday.
Yep.
Man, my sense of time is tragically skewed, but
And offended.
yes, deeply.
Penetrated.
So last Thursday at Taboo. So Taboo's a relatively new a music nightclub, formerly a
Do
dance hall.
dancing, a lot of dancing there seems to go on.
It's still a dance
Cool.
club.
Were they still dancing? Like, was there some mass confusion? They didn't know. Like,
Oh, so many.
Possibly from the
So
bartenders.
many sluts just came down. just came on in and just they weren't really sure what was
I'm
going
looking
on.
Your
for
girlfriend's here,
Diesel
isn't she?
nightclub.
We were like, sure, yeah, right here, let's just do this. And we just-
This is a dubstep band.
so they,
Yeah,
so
wait
the
for it,
entire
wait for the
front
drop,
row
wait
was
for it.
twerking.
You'll be waiting for the drop all
What
night.
is this twerking?
I believe
They
Mike
finally
did say he
gave
was going
the
to
booty
twerk this
shaking
entire
in.
podcast last week.
I'm
I
not-
thought it was just booty shaking.
I
I
will
thought it was
not
booty
twerk.
shaking.
You will not twerk.
Okay, I'll twerk.
No, please don't.
No, I'm not.
Please,
Jimmy
please
is
don't.
forbidden the twerk.
No, no.
We're trying to
It's a
twerk people
twerk
viewing
free
the
zone.
podcast.
I will go so far as to put a sign out front. Michael Marucci will not twerk.
No dicks, no
Yeah.
twerks.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even like this party anymore.
He's taking his thumb and
what I
shoes
came
and he's
for.
leaving.
I've been practicing.
So the EP release,
Yes.
unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend, and as is the case with, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite here because I'm always urging people to come out to shows and to be a Bobby, and I want to be clear on something that. If I'm not able to attend, it's usually because I've got stuff going on over here. I'm a pretty busy guy, rehearsal studios, recording studios, and obviously all the ventures that I'm associated with. So I do apologize that I wasn't able to get out. But, I did my part in trying to help you promote that, particularly through the radio show.
Definitely.
But from all accounts of what I read online, it was very good.
It was very good.
Yeah,
it was,
turnout was good
you
for
know,
a third
I mean,
night.
the thing I was saying to you is, I mean, I think it's important these days to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Give them a shot, see what they do, see what they can put together. When Lucas originally came to me and was like, well, we're changing this over to a venue, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I was in college. I mean, I had a few drunken nights where I would stumble into Diesel, and some guy with a pop collar would spear beer on my sandal, and I would just be like, fuck this shit. But like when he was like, well, we're doing it a venue, I was like, okay, cool. So we'll take a look at it. It's a good room. I mean, they need to overhaul the sound in there, definitely, because there's still a bit of a changeover from being like a dance club to being a venue. But as a venue, like the room itself, and I told you that, the room itself is great.
Yeah, the layout
It has
is nice.
the layouts
And it
amazing.
sounds like they're willing to actually put the work
Yeah,
in to actually
absolutely.
change it in towards a venue kind
Yeah.
of
Or at least
setup.
multi-use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because the people who
Well, it
own
has to be multi-use because they still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taboo is still a predominant dance club.
Well, I mean, the main thing that, like, from what I was told that they're planning on doing is that they're going to add, extra, like, high-end main speakers so that you can actually hear vocals and everything
All
else.
new set-
And they were going to move the soundboard, instead of being right next to the stage,
It's-
actually to the other end of the room.
It's going to be
extend
an
the
all.
stage a
It's
little
going to be
bit,
an
yeah.
all new sound booth, properly set up, everything properly wired, all new mains, all new sound system. I would like to bring in some alternative sound guys to see what we can do about, because I mean, experience. Better sound guys means a better show. I mean, that's a big part of it. Being an engineer and you being an engineer, I mean, sound is a big deal. And so, better sound guy means
kind
better,
of a big deal.
Yeah, kind of a big deal. Better sound means better show.
People
So,
know us.
I mean, the only thing that they do with that Lucas
Does
said
your
to
mix
me-
Does your mix smell like
I own
rich mahogany?
many brass
Rich
cymbals.
mahogany.
My
only-
My
the
studio
only-
smells of rich
Mahogany.
marijuana.
The only night that's still exclusively a dance is Saturday because they have a contract. But Sunday to Friday,
I have a contract.
they have
No,
a
this
contract.
contract says I can dance. Why can't I dance?
You're lucky you're not
Stop telling me I
locked
can't
into a
dance,
dance
small
contract.
town.
You couldn't stop dancing.
You don't want to be locked into a dance contract. That'd be a bad
Every
thing.
Friday, Saturday,
You ever watch
have to
Kenny
dance.
versus Benny?
Oh yeah.
You ever see the dance off one? Anyway.
What the fuck?
Anyway.
That show's amazing.
That was fun though. It was
So
great.
your
Number
EP
one
release.
we're
So back to the EP. Yeah, thank you.
We're
Thank
talking
you.
about twerking salmon shoes.
I'm not even offended by it. Yeah. Come on.
I like how you said it. Like, what's the kid from the Goonies? What's his name? The Slick Shoes. What's his name? Summit Shoes. Anyway.
One of my friends is watching at home.
In other news,
Rage.
so the EP, the EP is out.
Yes.
Thank you for correcting me. It's not a CD, as an EP. How many songs are on the EP?
Currently 5 to 7. I know it's an
With the
offering
download
credit.
card, though.
The actual the actual like core EP is 5 songs, and that's what you can get through the direct download on Bandcamp, and that's the majority of what we're playing live right now. But because with what we discovered with dropcards.com is who we're doing the download cards through, is we can add more content or edit content later. So what we decided to do was throw in a couple of goofy bonus tracks right now. One is a chiptune version of Gated Youth just entirely sounds like video game music. It's kind of fun if you want to make a ringtone. And then a nice outtakes track of me screwing up vocals quite a bit that's kind of hilarious.
Sweet.
Bob.
But what we're hoping to have actual good content being added in the future. For example, that new song that we played.
Yeah,
live
we're going to
tonight
do a
on
new
the
track
Cells.
here, and I'm pretty excited about that.
awesome.
Particularly, we've only been in this place for a short time now, and I've had the privilege of doing some recordings in here, and they end up sounding really good. So
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Cool. So what do you guys got coming up? So now that that's out of the way, what's the plan going forward here? And the reason I ask this is because everything seems to build to either an EP or a CD release, right?
Right.
You spend a lot of all the time recording, and then the promotion and the word of mouth and all that stuff leading up to it, and then the EP drops, and then then what do you do?
You forgot to
Then
set
you-
up for after the EP drops.
Then you keep playing shows and
Absolutely.
flying out of
Yeah.
town and
Well, of course.
continuously
That's the
push
plan,
your
yeah.
EP
But I'm asking
Yep.
now.
and drive sales.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely the plan.
You're
is-
pretty much saying our plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you learn that in the history of rock and roll
Play
class?
for anyone willing to hear.
Yeah, pretty much play for anyone. Trying to expand.
Yeah.
I mean, like right now we've played a couple shows in London. It'd be nice to get out of town and play like a couple gig swaps in a couple other cities. And
Yeah.
Yep.
One of the bands that opened for us was from Windsor, so we're hoping to get out.
Yeah,
and
We
see
Can
them.
Be Heroes.
Yeah, from-
Solid pop punk band from Windsor. Good guys. We're hoping to get down to Windsor to play with them.
See with them.
Yeah.
Nice.
You
Just
can do
trying to
something on
get-
like the 20th. September.
Can we?
There we go.
What? What's this?
We'll do a show at Windsor, September 20th.
Red Evergreen and us and them maybe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Friday.
Cool.
Pretty awesome.
All right.
Cool.
So that's
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
That's
there
what
you
you're
go.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Sometimes you got to come on to the show to find out.
Yeah.
This is your one-stop shop for all things London music.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Or apparently going to Windsor music.
I tuned on the London Indie Underground to find out I'm going to Windsor on the 20th.
Spreading London music.
You
like
heard
a
it here
disease.
first. Cool.
Yeah.
So, if people wanted to connect with you online, so
Yes.
perhaps the listeners that have not tuned into your stylings before, where would they find you?
Facebook is where most of our updates happen. Facebook.com/theoffensivesenses. We're also on Twitter @offensivesenses. Had to leave off the because there was too many letters. We've also got Bandcamp, which is theoffensivesenses.bandcamp.com, and that's where you can get either an instant download or an instant download plus a download card, which will get you even more music and a fancy Game Boy case, which is probably invisible to the webcam, but because we went
Would you
with
like to
the-
do
Well, because
an
you're picking
extreme
up the
close-up?
clear one.
Yeah,
too.
Do the like the
Why
Wayne's
not
World
grab one of the
extreme
colors?
Whoa! That's good squishy.
We also
That's one of
have
my
multiple
favorite lines.
colors.
Let's do
of
this
it.
town
Yeah.
Broadway style.
got a variety of different colored
That
cases.
way, dude.
So basically, the concept was, because we're all video game geeks and nerds, the album artwork we made look like a game, and so we put them in a Game Boy case. And I don't know, people seem to like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a
It's
bunch of
wicked
different
because
colors.
drop cards have such a better profit margin than CDs, right? Because the drop card the key is to make it something you want to hold on to, which is why I love what
Yeah.
you guys did.
Yeah,
'Cause
make it not disposable.
not disposable,
Yeah.
right? Like the drop card is cheap, it's convenient, it's durable, it's portable, but
And excellent customer service, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a really cool idea that I heard? This is actually going back, Brandon, you were there. For the Jack Richardson Music Awards, we held a panel, well, two panels. One of them was the critique panel, and the other one was the, I don't even remember.
I don't know.
what it
I was
called.
barfing.
Yeah, you were barfing. he was Chuff City.
Good night. Good night.
So it was.
No,
I want to call it the expert panel, but and that's not the right word because we all came from different, varying degrees of, I suppose, of success in the industry. But it was a panel that was designed to give some feedback and insights and guidance, and kind of like what we do here. But one of the things that came out of there, and I thought merch ideas are always, I think, really neat. And one of the ideas that came out was a bar of soap that had the drop card within the bar of soap, and it was a plastic drop card so
Yeah.
that it wouldn't be ruined by water or anything.
Yep.
But you had to wash yourself with the soap until you could get to the
They would-
drop
you would
card,
keep
and
it
it
on
was
the front of
free.
your mind,
So
yeah.
you bought the soap, and it was a couple of bucks or whatever it was, and
Yeah.
then as you wash yourself and you get down to the drop card, and then you get the drop card and you get the music.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
great.
like at that point I would be the cleanest I'd ever been in a week.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that I'd shower so vigorously
Yeah.
for a day just trying to get the soap down
Rubs it
so I could
off.
get to the music.
I could see in that commercial too. It'd be like an Irish Spring commercial where they're like the bearded like lumberjack dude washing himself with some rainfall out in the middle of the forest. You know what I mean?
I can see Jason looking like a prune on his couch.
I like
he's been showering all
I like
day.
that idea, but I don't use bar soap. B, I own knives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just cut the
Yeah.
soap
Now,
off.
if they had a loofah, it'd be all over.
If it was in a bottle, if it was in a body of body wash that exfoliates my skin.
The microbead?
I mean, you got to keep it nice and soft.
Fuck
right?
yeah,
You know?
micro-
He wants to have a totally organic experience.
Organic or orgasmic?
It's organic.
Is that it? Was that what it is?
That was the marketing kit. They can't say orgasmic on first.
I love all the creative ways to come up with Dropbox and or drop cards and all that stuff. But I'm still a big believer in you print CDs.
Yeah.
You're gonna sell CDs provided it's a good CD and you're actually out there hustling it.
The general plan for us is if we do a full length, which hopefully would be the next
Absolutely.
thing, would be
Full
full-length CDs for sure.
EPs and all that, EPs and demos and all that stuff.
gray area,
Be as
yeah.
fucking creative as you
Yeah.
can for it.
But full length, I'd still go CD personally, just because it's great to hold it in my hands.
I like the jump drive idea too. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can put in some additional content.
Yeah, yeah. That
Maybe
was
the video.
They're
you can
actually
add.
like
Yeah.
surprisingly
You know.
inexpensive as far as being able to get. Like,
You know what? It's
USB
funny
drive.
about that. I got a story about that. I tried to order some from China. And apparently they didn't like me because I wasn't Asian.
That's racist.
I don't like you either then.
What? You're not?
No. Truth is,
you round eye.
truth is, I did try to order some. We were looking. Two Crown King was looking for a creative way to come out with some, and so we were looking at purchasing a bunch of jump drives. And so I went online and I found some, and they were dirt cheap per unit. So I went and ordered some, and they canceled my order and sent me back some very poorly translated into English reason why I couldn't get them.
The best thing that I've seen in a while that is different than a drop card and different, and it is a USB drive.
The wristbands.
But Derek, who works with us at CHW and
Yep.
helps out with us here, he manages some artists, and I mean a lot more of it's like hip hop and DJs and all that stuff. But he gave me this CD with all the stuff that he worked on, and it was a rubber plastic. They have like the like Skate for Cancer bracelets and all that stuff, and it was one of those rubbery plastic wristbands that splits apart, and inside is the actual jump drive.
Yeah. Huh.
So you're wearing this as a bracelet, and you have the music accessible at all times for you to share and show everybody, which is
cool,
pretty
man.
fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
And then I actually kind of sat down with him and broke price points out, and they're relatively cheap. For
They
that.
are.
Wow.
They are.
I'm trying to imagine.
Yeah,
how
it's
that
just
would
like
work.
USB drives themselves are actually incredibly
Yeah.
inexpensive now.
Yeah.
So
In
like
bulk,
it's
yeah, for sure.
yeah, well, like in bulk, even if you like get even a small amount in bulk, like 100 or 200, you can get them for probably like $3 or $4.
Yeah, see, I was trying to get them for like $1.25.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
And I got shut down. No,
Down by the
no jump drive for you. They wouldn't give them to me.
So the reason that I like CDs is, I mean, when you're doing it, when you order, and a lot of people don't do it this way, and they order in like quantities of 50 or 100 or 200 because that's what they think that they're going to be able to sell. You're end up paying $700, well, $500 to $700 for that quantity. Well, you can spend $1,100, get a full 1,000 run of CDs. You sell 100 and you make your money back.
Yeah, that's true.
And that, realistically, I mean, if you're playing 10 gigs a year, which I hope you're playing more than that, but that's 10 CDs a show, and you got your money back. And then you have 900 copies of extra wares sitting there for either you to continue to sell online or sell at shows or give out and disperse because, the more people that hear your music, especially when you're a developing band, the more you build off that.
True.
And
Well, that's
why I
where
like
we've
download
been.
cards,
Yeah,
And
lucky
it's
with
the
the
same-
drop
It's like,
cards
here you
too.
go. Yeah, you can have a download card.
Well, it's not a waste too. Then
Yeah.
because if
We-
people
we
if
have
they
a bunch-
want it,
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They're
It's
actually
like
gonna go get it.
when my band did it, right? Like it was like 160.
we're not talking about your band though.
I know. But hold on. I
kidding,
know what
I'm
my
kidding.
band is.
I'm kidding.
But,
Michael
but when
Marucci
we did
hour.
it, you got 250 cards for $160.
Yeah.
So when you factor in, what you're selling them for, $5 a pop. I mean, you're on $160. You're banking. You can bank like $12.50. Well, there, like you said, like you make your profit back at nothing because it cost you $160 to do it.
That's right.
And then you can just use them as fucking promo. You can just hand them out, and you feel
That's true.
good about handing them out.
Yep. We,
Because they're not this big
yeah.
CD, or they're not this big thing that you put all this energy and artwork into, right?
Yeah, we have a bunch of way more cards than cases currently, and the plan is once we have T-shirts as well, include a download card with a T-shirt if they're if they're not already buying one, and that way it's just getting the music out there. Because
You should sell some salmon shoes and include a download card.
I'll tell you that, like, to distract off of CDs and talk to merch. While I was managing Baptized in Blood, we were doing a bunch of outdoor festivals, and the smartest thing that we ever came up with were the sunglasses. And I had this brilliant idea because we all were wearing neon sunglasses, and neon was the Baptized shtick at the time or whatever. So I found a place that could source out and print onto neon old school gas station sunglasses. We got them for $1.17 a pop for, I think we ordered 1,000 or whatever. Sold them for $5. We were playing these outdoor festivals, and it said Baptized in Blood on the side. People were lining up to buy them, not necessarily because they knew the band. A lot of people were buying them because of the band. But everyone else was buying them because it was a sunny day and they didn't have sunglasses.
Yeah.
Why am I going to go into town and buy a $40 pair of sunglasses when you have a perfectly good $5 pair of sunglasses right there?
I remember
Everyone's walking around with them advertising the band.
With one of the years that we went to Warped Tour, we weren't even sure if what kind of a day it was going to be. They were selling ponchos.
Yeah, ponchos, umbrellas,
it was
man.
incredible because
Ponchos
they
with the
were
band
sold
logo.
out because of the fact that it was just like it's looking like it's
poured.
really going to be shitty. And it poured like crazy, but
Ponchos are literally like you can get those done for 70 cents.
Yeah. We were.
You
at
can
one
buy a
point-
2-pack for $1 at the dollar store, and then it's probably a 50-cent screen.
Now, is it like a Homer Simpson poncho?
No.
And then do you sing
The
Uptown
moo-moo?
Girl?
By that accord, you should just get.
You need a dialing wand to order?
Exactly.
To obtain a special dialing wand, please smash the keypad.
Mash your palm into the keypad now. Well, gentlemen, I regret to inform you that we've reached the end of our podcast for today.
All right.
And we got to take a moment to thank the sponsors, but before we do that, I want to thank you once again for coming in and performing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You. Yeah, man. Thanks for having us.
I want to thank Aaron. I want to thank you, Rents, for coming out. And
Yep.
I know that there was a nice lady that was out there with a video camera, too. That
Yep.
was
Friend of my parents.
capturing some stuff. And once again, where can people find you online?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Just search The
Bandcamp.
Offensive
Yeah,
Senses.
if you Google the Offensive Senses, you'll find us. But usually we tag it with our band name and nothing extra. That was kind of a driving point of naming the band. That was that it's easy to Google.
Cool, and stay tuned too, because we're going to be working with you guys and producing a new track. And obviously, as part of the promotion and the contest, we're going to be helping you guys to push that here through London.
Plus, I have a
Indie
show for
Underground.
you, too.
Yes.
I
Exactly.
actually have 3 options that are coming up that I'm going to let you know very soon. Before we close and go any further, I just noticed that you have a Mario wristband.
Yes, I do.
And that's fucking incredible.
I got that out of one of those sort of like the earplugs machine. I got that out of one of those dollar machines outside of Kmart.
Every Metro and Walmart I go to,
Yeah.
if I have a toonie in my pocket, I buy one of the keychains.
Yeah.
And I have every one of them except for 2.
I got it
and
years
keep
ago,
going
and I
back.
still
And I've
wear it.
wasted so much friggin' money on these stupid little Mario keychains.
You should just stand there and wait for some kid to come and like, hey kid, tell you what, I'll give you a deal. Instead of putting that toonie in there,
Do you want to
just give me
buy
a-
some candy?
Give me a
My van's right over there.
All right, so I need to take a moment to thank the sponsors. I'm going to ask you guys to bear with me here while I rattle this off, hopefully more quickly than usual, because I sometimes tend to go on. So first off, I want to thank Brandon India, Summer Camp Productions, who has sponsored our podcast here and has worked with us through not only the Battle for the Underground, but obviously through promotion here in town. We've been sponsoring a couple of the events in town. If you don't know Brandon's been around these parts for a long time. His name has kind of been synonymous with the indie scene. Done an awful lot of promotion and helped groom a lot of bands, certainly a number that are in his stable of bands that he's helped to develop. And I want to thank Brandon for everything that he's done for us. He's here every week, as well as runs the radio show with me every Friday at CHRW from 3:30 to 6 p.m. 94.9 FM. Tune in, and you're going to hear us rambling on about various things. I don't even know what we talk about half the time, but you know what? It's all good.
By the last half hour, I'm usually sleeping.
Last half hour you were. I've had a couple people say to me that were driving into town that were coming to visit me. I was like, dude, I think Brandon was falling asleep. Like, what was up with that? So next week, man, I'm going to show up with a couple of Red Bulls.
We'll do a
and
bunch of
you'll be
cocaine and Red Bulls.
All right, I need to thank.
This next song is awesome!
I need to thank Jason Rhoda at J Rhoda Photography. In my opinion, Jay Rhoda is one of the premier photogs in this area. He's been working with bands for over 20 years. Recently celebrated his 20th year of pushing a button. He's had a number of promotions that are available to bands, including sponsoring the Battle for the Underground. He's going to be taking some pictures of the Offensive Senses. Great guy, does some great work, has an awesome beard, which allegedly has been shaved off.
What?
He was supposed, yes, so he was supposed
What?
to be here this past weekend for the event, and if we hit our goal for our fundraiser, then he was going to shave off his beard. And anyway, curiously, he was absent. I know why he was absent. He couldn't be here, and regrettably. But he said the beard was coming off the next day. And you know what? I've not yet heard from him. So we're going to find out. But this is the very Jay Rhoda that said he was going to be competing in the Beard Olympics in, Helsinki or wherever it was. But that said, he's an awesome dude. Great prices. Does some great work. Make sure you check him out. Jay Rhoda Photography. Check him out on Facebook. I need to thank Stephen Jane at the Submission Academy Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu located at Dundas and Egerton, London's premier Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. If you've got some kids and you're looking to get them into a martial arts program, when I was coming up, martial arts was always about karate and judo. Nowadays, Jiu-Jitsu is the fastest growing sport in the nation. I encourage you to go and check them out. Great kids program, great competition program. If you're looking to build some confidence through hard work, these are the people that you want to go see. Steve, one of the nicest guys I know, one of the funniest guys I know, run a great school. Go and check them out. SubmissionAcademy.com. FullColorCards.ca. I say the same thing every week. I feel like a broken record. But Scotty Fairmont, a.k.a. Scotty Finlayson, also plays in a band called the Fairmonts. You might see them around town. They frequent places like Barney's. They're also a mainstay at the Poach. Worked in digital media for a number of years, branched off. Now he's doing his own thing. He does cards as well as custom prints, graphic design. He also does his own custom T-shirts. If you happen to be in the market for business cards, this is the guy, believe me, that you want to go see. He's done a number of runs for me, all exceptional. He did the Marcellus Wallace cards, which he die cut them, and they look like a cassette tape, and they're fabulous. This is a guy that you want to go see. FullColorCards.ca, check him out. And last but not least, I need to thank Mr. Manson Keeler at Manson Tattoo. I've been posting a number of his works recently through London Indie Underground on Facebook, which you may have been privy to, but then again, Facebook kind of sucks where not everybody gets to see everything that we post from there. But that said, I've been reposting some of the works that he's done. The guy is absolutely brilliant. I've had a great experience with him in terms of the work that he's done for me. There's a lot of options here in London for tattoos. There's a lot of flash options where you can walk in off the street, you can pay a few bucks, and you can get something put onto you. But that said, if you want somebody that's going to be able to take your ideas and put them into a tangible work of art that you're going to live with for the rest of your life, believe me, you want somebody that's going to be able to give you exactly what you're looking for, and this is the guy. It's funny because I talked to a number of people that have had works from him, and the general consensus is that Manson is a bit crazy, but in a good way, because he does great work, and he is really in tune with exactly what you want to do, and he'll break it down specifically to custom to what you want. So check him out, Manson Keeler. He's on Facebook, Manson Tattoo. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Wow. I think I did rattle out.
That was record.
Record time.
Record time.
Cool. So, listen, I need to thank, once again, Mr. Greg Hatchett sitting there over the couch.
Woo!
For doing the front of house sound for you. We love you, Greg. Sometimes we do talk a bit of smack about the music industry arts program, but truth is there's some... Well, we don't talk a bunch of smack, but we vary opinions on the program, and certainly there's.
There's another graduate over here. Come on.
There's three on this couch.
Yeah.
There's two on this couch right here.
Yeah, well, I'm not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to him. No, but truth is, a tremendous amount of respect for, particularly for those that have been involved with us and those that not only have submitted works, but are actively involved in the community. And I think that's an important thing. And that's exactly what we're trying to do, is build a community of musicians and music enthusiasts that it can all come together, regardless of genre, regardless of format. Good music is music. Good music, and we're all in this together. So there's no reason we can't all work together in some capacity. And once again, I want to thank Greg Hatchett. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and supporting us here at London Indie Underground. I hope you had a great time. A couple announcements I need to make. Next week, we are going to be offline. We will not be here next week, and I'll explain why. So the grand opening for the London Music Hall, which I guess technically is it last night?
Monday night.
Monday night was technically the grand opening of the new recently, renovated London Music Hall. Owl City came into town. But that said, they're holding a ribbon-cutting ceremony next Wednesday, the 21st, and my band, Two Crown King, has been asked to perform at that. And as a result of that, we're not going to be able to do the podcast. And further, as a result of that, we moved this week's podcast up. I was supposed to be performing with my other band, Marcellus Wallace. We were going to do an interview, but we had you guys come in, and I want to thank you for being flexible with the scheduling, because sometimes you get a curveball thrown at you, and you got to react accordingly. But the following week, if you click on next week's guest, we're going to be joined by Pie in the Sky. They're going to be coming in for an interview and live performance, and I'm very excited. Tyler from 331 Arts, along with Michael DeVacchio, have been doing a lot of great work in the community, documenting our independent music scene through video, and are going to be working with me closely in the next coming months and weeks to produce some videos. We're also doing a documentary, too, on my experience with Manson Keeler at Manson Tattoo, which I'm quite excited about. So that said, once again, next week we will not be here. We will be returning the following week. I don't remember. What's the date on that? It must be the 28th, right?
28th, yes.
So the 28th, we'll be returning with Pie in the Sky here in the studio for a live interview and performance. Cool. I want to thank you for coming, dude.
Hey, cool.
I want to thank you for adding your 2 cents. Brendan, thanks for bringing your... you only wear these shoes now, exclusively?
Well, when you buy a new pair of shoes, you got to break them in.
Right, that's true. Do you have any blisters? I hope so.
No, man. These ones are,
I'm kidding.
These ones are key. It's all about the short socks, too.
Cool, cool. Do we? What do we got coming up this weekend? Any shows that we need to talk about?
This weekend, Friday night, Marcellus Wallace is playing at Call the Office with the High Tones.
I knew I forgot something.
Yeah, you did.
Jeez. You know what?
And
They're going to be mad at me.
You're playing that band.
I know. I promote everybody else, but
Saturday
I don't
night,
often mention
Two
what I'm
Crown
doing.
King is playing at Rock and Wheel.
What time are you guys playing Rock and Wheel?
I don't know.
2:30, from what I recall. Jeez.
You know more than I do about my own. 2:30 is that when we're playing?
It was 2:30. I thought is
that's
what I
early.
saw. It could be later.
Really?
Or maybe it's.
Oh really? No, we're not.
No, then
opening.
you're not opening.
Okay.
I
thank
know
you.
it was something 30, and it was before 5.
Okay.
That's all I
Fair
know.
enough. Hopefully. 4:30.
Also Saturday night, Rum Runners counterparts with Exalt, A Cipher Sunrise, A New Beginning, and Icons.
That's gonna be a great show.
Followed by a dance party for those who want to
Dance
come.
party, Rum Runners.
Yeah, because we got moved from the patio because I got too many noise complaints for turned it up too hard last time.
You turned that mother out. A lot of
I
music
think
this
that's it.
weekend. Cool. So once again, Marcellus Wallace, come and see us play on Friday night. It's gonna
Listen
be,
to us on CHW from 3:30.
Well, yeah, you got to do that. I already said that
Oh, did you?
a couple times. Where were you?
Sleeping?
Yeah, probably. Just like on Fridays.
That's what he does best.
Par for the course. All right, folks, so thanks for tuning in to another edition of the London Indie Underground. Join us this Friday on 94.9 CHRW Radio from 3:30 to 6 p.m., where me and Brandon Eady are going to spin all the best bands from London and southwestern Ontario. And you might hear Brandon snore. Could possibly happen, just saying. So we're going to leave you today with, I just love this song, and I'm going to play it because it's my podcast, and I can do that. This is George Leach with Carry Me on the London Indie Underground. Have a great night, folks.
Shackles on my feet.